a lot of people like to see kind of behind the scenes on what's going on. And as you can see right here, sacks are packed up. We literally staple them down, get them ready, and they come to your door like that. So what you saw earlier was, you know, me approving the ingredient profile for the manufacturer for the 2 new SKUs. We care to the degree of the color of the red to make sure the flavor is done properly on the bottle. Like, it's 2 circles this big. John and I going back and forth on literally like the colorway. Like, this is the tri-blend protein, our new protein. Like, we were talking about this little thing right here, like on the new SKUs, to make sure that obviously this one right here is easy. This is lemonade post-workout. But like, to make sure our new flavor colorways are exactly how we want them. And so there's a lot of that. Between that, creating the SKUs from a standpoint of like actual ingredients in the bottle with the manufacturing and their science team, or the SKUs from a standpoint of the t-shirts, like we got some more over here, I'll show you. Like, we're just going back and forth on what's the best way for people to represent the brand and just like to be unique. And what we kind of came to find out was all these different colorways, whether you're a Cleveland Cavs fan or a Raiders fan or a Yankees fan, or whatever your colorway would be, your college team, you know, Warriors, Brooklyn, you can rep it how you want to rep it. Obviously, the classic, you know, Max himself, Max Effort's always the orange, which we're leading with. But what's unique, and I got to give Johnny some props on this, is that you can kind of rep Max Effort however you want with your colorways. And when we fill orders, you could see people pick so many different colors. It's awesome. So it's been real cool to watch grow. Jacob, I'm gonna ask you a question. He's on the hot seat. Always bringing that old school Activate Radio stuff back. What is your favorite thing since you started at Max Effort to do? And what's your least favorite thing to do? I've tested them.
All right. Probably my favorite is probably getting to know all the guys. Like, just knowing, like you, Travis, Clay, John, Zach, everybody.
Not knowing us from social media.
Not knowing
like
you from
actually
social
knowing.
media. So being able to, like, work with you guys. Because, like, when you're, like, just like everybody that's watching, like, you're watching from afar, but you don't realize just, like, how normal everybody is. So I think that's probably my least favorite. And then...
That's your most favorite?
My most favorite.
Least favorite, this motherfucker. God.
Is... I didn't enjoy the customer service.
Yeah.
Like,
why did I know that somehow?
I don't know. Like, I didn't... Like, I don't know.
Wait. I'm going to clear it up before you get hate. He doesn't not enjoy actual customers. It's the operation of customers.
Yeah, the operations. I love interacting with the customers and everything like that.
I knew that about you. That's why I had to clear that up.
Like, just, I don't know. There's something about it, like, it was a lot more stressful.
Well, and I knew that about him. That's why Alex is the one that answers the customer service.
Holler at me. Be nice to me.
What's your email?
Alex at maxeffortmuscle.com.
Can't forget that. So that, and I knew both those things, right? I know Jacob. It's hard for him to hide it. It's good. Next, Josh Moore, who bugged me for a year, so he could be over here.
I did.
Josh Moore,
Yes,
tell
sir.
me one thing. It doesn't have to be necessarily just Max Effort, but since you've been in the fold for about 6 months?
Yeah.
What's the one major takeaway that you've got from dealing with us here, with John and I, with just me in general, just, you know, anything that, like, you kind of walked away from, or if you ever walked away from this experience, you'd be like, man, I grabbed that, and that's something I'll keep in my business, keep whatever.
Yeah.
Is there any major thing like that?
For me, the social media aspect, like my social media.
I can see it in your gym. It looks much better.
My social media has stepped up a ton for like my business, aside from learning from here.
That's a huge takeaway. How to do it.
Yeah. I mean, that was
How to engage.
definitely key. Yeah, because I wasn't really using Instagram. I was using mainly like Facebook and stuff. But I started using Instagram, and it's paid off some. I mean, I've picked up new people.
Well, and what you've got to see is, because we don't do traditional marketing here, it's only social media and content. You watched, because as you were helping pack orders and in the stock, you're seeing it get increasingly busier, so you know
it works.
Exactly.
So I just took that to mind. It works for there too.
Well, because your gym's grown how many members since you've been here? At least 30, right?
Yeah, probably close to 40.
Yeah.
In like 6 months.
Which is epic.
Yeah, it's double what we had a year ago.
got to be 6 gyms in Newark.
Every bit.
If that,
Yeah, there's a bunch.
he's an old school style of gym called Alpha Revolution, so he's grown it through content, through social media, and he wasn't like, he'll just tell you, he was just coming to learn and hang out. He's working into a role, helping with business and biceps, helping with here, and just kind of learning on the fly, which is awesome because he has a business right down the street.
Yeah, about 5 minutes away.
Yeah, just
So
goes to
it
show.
works.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Josh Moore, he's learning. You better watch out, Newark gyms. He's stealing your members. Alex Weary.
What's up?
All right, so Alex interned at Hendrick Motorsports.
They did.
He interned at Mississippi State Strength Program.
Yep.
He's emailed me basically for probably damn near 2 years, and just happened to email me the night before Black Friday as he was coming back to Ohio saying, hey, if you need some help, let me know. And I was like, I need some help tomorrow.
Hey, it worked out, man.
But your relationship skills, that because I wouldn't say like, Josh used to snap the shit out of me, like, come to my gym. So that was his method, and it worked, right? Alex wasn't, because he's not as big on social media, but he would just stay in touch. And what I liked about his email would be like, here's what I'm doing, here's where I'm at, because he was moving around, so I absolutely knew who he was because he was at Hendricks or he was at Mississippi State first. No, which one?
I was at Hendrick first.
Hendrick first, Mississippi State. You went and saw E.T.
I went
You
to-
told me about seeing E.T. and telling him you knew
Yeah.
me. So like his relationship that he created literally through emailing
Yep.
was what I knew in confidence. I was like, yeah, this dude could definitely help. And then as I learned more about his background, work ethic, farming community,
Yep.
all that
Worked
kind
on
of stuff,
farm
like
for 7 years.
yeah, it was awesome. So, and the fact that he was literally on his own dime going out to those places to learn, which was awesome. Alex is a similar story. Alex Costa over here just keeps like showing up at stuff, and so he showed up at he's asked me stuff. I know his brother. He's been around. He graduated high school. He's starting to be a trainer, and he was like, finally at the last Business and Biceps was like, how do I find mentors? What do I need to do? This is probably maybe the 7th or 8th time I'd ran into Alex where he's asked a good quality question, or I've seen him on social media and I see him progressing, and I was like, well, why don't you just start coming to the office next week? And he was like, all right, I'm in, and so I was like, once again, it was just staying steady around and increasingly getting better every time I would notice it, which was awesome. Now, he's here donating his time to learn, but that's what it is. So now he can take whatever he learns from here and he's seeing happen. And by the way, he's from this town. And I won't name any names, but somebody told him there isn't a lot of money in fitness, and because he just didn't know any better. And my answer to him was, who are you talking to, Alex? And so he can see it firsthand, not from the training standpoint, but from a product standpoint of how you create a brand in his own town he's from. And at how old?
21.
Just turned 21. That's right. Just turned 21. So if you guys have learned anything by this like process, it's like just staying around. And lastly, we'll come back to this guy. He's got way too much TV time today. But driving an hour. How much was your drive to the gym?
55 minutes hour.
You did 55 minutes to an hour for how long to old school?
Well, 8 months, and then when I started interning here, every day home, it was an hour and 20.
Yeah. So he was getting to the gym, hour plus drive, worked for free. This dude got a bachelor's degree from Ohio University, told his parents he was going to not take the jobs that it was offered to him, that he was going to work for free for 6 months because he wanted to be part of this. At that point, it was mostly Activate Media. Obviously now Max Effort. And now because of that, we're extremely loyal. Jacob's still going to fuck stuff up because he's young, but I give him a little bit more leniency because of that, right? Now, when I think he's at the level he needs to be at and he's still fucking stuff up, that's a little different. But Jacob has learned on the fly and became a great leader because of that. Now, I got to give him to be more vocal at times, but that's because he's young and he's still learning. But he earned that spot by doing those things. He wasn't guaranteed anything by coming to the gym. But he was just around. He's just in the conversation. Do you guys see a running trend here? That's kind of what I want to get by. Like, this office is because guys want to be here to be a part and learn. And I'm not even here all the time. John's not here all the time. But it's like seeing the behind-the-scenes stuff of what's going on at Max Effort is so special, man. Like, it's epic. I'm telling you, like, as you're seeing the brand grow, like, these are the guys that are here packing your orders, posting on social media, helping with content strategy, setting up Business and Biceps. Like, They're the ones getting it done and helping John and I and the rest of the team, Dustin, Zach, Travis, Clay, get this vision out to the world, and it's happening. You're watching it. So I'm glad you guys get to meet everybody today.